Because what Allah wants from me anyone, what Allah wants from me, it's not like, hey, I was tired, so I just picked today one day, so I picked the 25th. And then you picked the 29th to be your day to do it. Okay, I kind of randomly hit it, and you randomly missed it. All right, so what? Do I win because I played the lottery and I got the right day? Allah does not care about these things. What Allah cares about is how much sincerity and dedication I put, right? It's all an exercise to be a better person. That means something. It means that it's not simply about capturing the right knife, but about looking for the knife. One person aims and shoots 27, right? The strongest opinion, I'm going to shoot for 27 or 29 because my shaykh really supports that idea. So you shoot for one night. Another person aims for the odd night of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. So that person is willing to do an extra effort for 5 nights for the hope to capture one night. Another person says, look, it's not a matter of picking and choosing, it's a matter of dedication. The last 10 nights of Ramadan for me. So that person is showing more dedication. Or maybe a person will say, I'll do every other night. One night I'll stay up, one night I'll sleep because I have to study too. But what matters is the dedication that goes into it. How much dedication you put. So now, Ramadan is slipping away. The night of 25th is tonight. So we have nights 25th, 27th, and 29th, right? These are the remaining odd nights in Ramadan. And the interesting thing is that once it's over, you're going to look back, and you don't get it back until next year. You have to wait 11 months. Once it's over, it's over. So if you took advantage of the opportunity, alhamdulillah, thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you missed it, you missed it. You come late to the station and the train has left, you missed it. No, but it doesn't matter. You don't miss it. You have to wait for the next train. And if the next train is too late for you, it's too late for you. You see, if you die before next year, you die before next year. So in practice, what does it mean for us? The fact that more than 3/4 of Ramadan have already slipped away. What does it mean for us in practice? What does it mean we should do? And I'll be happy to listen from the sisters as well. What can we do in these? Yes.
We're going to try our best in the next couple of days.
We can try it.
Our best in the next couple of days.
Jazakallah khair. Allah really, really appreciates this concept of really trying, really putting the effort. Because there is a person who goes through the motions. So the Messenger says about Salah, for example, a person will pray and they will get the full reward, which is a prayer counts as 10. And a person will pray and they will get half the reward. A person will pray and will get a third of the reward, quarter of the reward, a fifth of the reward. And he kept on going until he said, a person will pray and they will get a tenth of the reward. He doesn't stop there. And a person will pray and he will get nothing out of their salah except the fact that they went up and they went down. That's it. What's the difference between a person who has prayed and it counts as 10 and a person who prayed and it counts as 1 and a person who prayed and it counts as 0? What's the difference? Yes? The amount of khushu' they put in. And how would you translate khushu' into English?
The amount of dedication.
Dedication.
Effort, focus.
The amount of effort and focus. It's actually an exercise for it because what happens, you guys know there is a shaitan who specializes in salah. That's it. As soon as you say Allahu Akbar, it starts working. Doesn't stop until you say Assalamu alaikum. The job is one thing, to get you distracted. That's it. So a lot of people, you say Allahu Akbar, the car and the keys and the scratch. The repair shop is going to be $15. Oh, there's a discount, it's going to be $14. All that stuff. And you keep on thinking of these things, and then, as soon as I'm done, I have to remember to mail that letter, right? And then you're sitting there in your, just at the end, and you say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You can't remember any of that stuff. You don't mail the letter. You're not concerned about the letter anymore. Okay? Subhanallah. So there's an exercise for it. The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that nobody can pray 2 rak'ahs in total remembrance. That at no point they get distracted. Nobody can do that. So what do you do when you get distracted in salah? You have to bring your mind back. You refocus yourself. You say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, and refocus yourself. That's all you do. Even if it happens 15 times in the same salah, that's it. You've done what you have to do. So the problem is not in the fact that you were distracted. The problem is in allowing yourself to keep on getting distracted. So let's apply this to Ramadan and to what you were saying. How can I benefit from a Ramadan? How can I be a person who gets the full reward of Ramadan rather than zero? What can I do?
Struggling.
Huh?
Struggling.
Struggling? In what way? Jazakallah khair, struggling. In what way?
Yeah, and like, you know, even if you feel like, oh, I missed so much, you know,
Yes.
there's still, you can't lose hope because you still have a chance. And you're
Yes.
still in
It
Ramadan.
is the quality of Iman not to lose hope.
Yeah.
You guys know, learn this and some of you will have many different experiences. Some of you, inshallah, will become great men and great women. Some of you will go through a dry period in which you are far from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember this. You are not capable of committing a sin that is so great that is comparable to the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you think that your sin is so great that Allah cannot forgive it, then you are belittling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His ability to forgive, and that in itself could be a greater sin than whatever it is that you have done. So keep this in mind. The door is always open. So is the door of Ramadan. You might have wasted the first 24 days of Ramadan, but you haven't wasted Ramadan. And acts are judged by their ending. How they end. So you never give up hope. And you put the effort. So what's the difference between a person who fasts and gets nothing? All they got is hunger and thirst, and the person who fasts and they get their neck is permanently free from the fire. Okay, we're not saying a person you're going to enter Jannah. It's better than that. You will not touch the fire. Because some people touch the fire and enter Jannah. Okay? So what's the difference between those two? Because I want to be that person. And I will venture to guess if you bother to come here, you want to be that person too. So what can I do? Because I haven't come here today to teach you something you don't know. I have come here from the point of view of فَذَكَّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Remind for the reminders of benefits of the believers. I believe that everything I've said here today, among you, know. It's a matter of bringing it out. So what's the difference again between the person who gets nothing out of it but hunger and thirst, and the person who gets out of Ramadan, that Allah is pleased with them. Not just accepting and forgiving, but Allah is pleased with them. That they are admitted to Jannah, yes?
Like the Quran says,
Yes?
so they act
Yes.
in front of other people that they're fast. You need it or else. You know if you need it or if you don't need it.
You do. To a great extent, you have that in your hand. The sad thing is that many people who are not munafiqeen have qualities of munafiqeen. So while they do believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger, they still have bad qualities that waste the entire reward of the fast. Jazakallah khair. So this is among the things to watch out for the qualities of the munafiqeen. Those particular qualities. You guys know the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, all the works of the son of Adam are his except for fasting. It is mine and I reward by it. So what's the commentary now? What's so special about fasting?
It's for Allah.
It's for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is it salah for Allah? People can see if you pray. There is no way for a person to see if you're fasting. Because at the very least, after salah comes, you have to make wudu. Only Allah knows when you put water in your mouth, which you're supposed to do, and spit it out, which you're supposed to do, if you spit all of it out or not. Only Allah knows. If you sit and you have a meal, nobody knows if you broke your fast or not. You might have forgotten. This year, second day of Ramadan, I woke up, I was thirsty. I didn't even realize it. I went and I had a full glass of water. So the ruling Islamically is there is nothing against me. I don't have to make up the day, there is nothing. Whoever eats and drinks out of forgetfulness while fasting, it is as if Allah has given them to drink and to eat. So nobody knows. Only Allah knows. It really is an expression of sincerity to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sincerity is key. People sometimes do very few deeds, and they reach the highest levels of Iman because of the sincerity behind the deeds. And people do huge deeds, and they count for naught because they were not purely for Allah. The first people to be punished by Allah in the hereafter will be three. Among them is a person who learns the Quran and taught it. He will be brought before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hereafter, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he will say, "Oh Allah, I have learned the Quran and I have taught it in your way." He said, "He did that." So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say,